Ladies and gentlemen, hello, welcome to the channel. So in today's episode, let's read on Cecil Smith. He was a police officer who known in Maura Murray's case and was the first on the car crash scene. So later on, he committed the suicide after FBI made a plan for proper search, car crash area and those closest around. Also, many people believe that he might have been connected to Connecticut River Valley's killings. All right, let's have a look. All those questions. Let's see, was he involved in some of those crimes? Cecil Smith. All right, so that should be enough. So first thing what I see here is when the Cecil came first to the car crash scene of Maura Murray's. He's already carrying in himself a very like a very hard decision, which he took for a long time before this day. So his actions at that evening, they wasn't just a coincidence because he already knew much more than he spoke. Because he acted pretty much like a professional, very calm and very like holding. It's like his actions was like a robotic, mechanical robotic. It's like he's been rehearsing. It's imagine just an actor on a stage whose role is perfectly rehearsed. So that's how he acted that night. And this role, which he chose for himself some time ago, but inside of him there was a duality. So on one hand, he thought like I supposed to help, but on the other hand, he submitted to some kind of a system which demanded silence. So by the system, I mean there was a group of people, criminals, but to that a bit later. So speaking a little bit about, again, Maura Murray's case, uh, I feel here a third person's involvement of third people, like third party. It's probably, it was the people whom this officer Smith knew and with whom he interrogated and working together and covered them, their actions. So he knows exactly who these people are and he helped them and he helped to cover the traces. So his involvement wasn't direct; it was indirect involvement of the Maura Murray's case. So he tries to hold uh, a vision of that he is being a normal, regular cop. Like he is serving the country, completing his duties, and as supposed to be done. but it's just a mask for him. But time to time, he just got involved in this dirty game where it's just not possible just to say the truth without consequences for himself. And this actually it's begun a start of his personal inside fall, devastation, or collapse. Um, okay, moving forward. Also, there's a very strong presence. I mean, the feeling of his presence that he indirect is connected with other disappearance. It's speaking about that connected with River Valley killings. Also, yeah, I feel his involvement by the energies here. But again, it's indirect involvement. Again, he he know those people. He know them very well, and they working together. It's like between them, it's like infinite energy flow. Everybody is covering the other ones, like caring. So he protected them. However, he understood it's not right, but he was already so deep in this game that there was no chance to say no, because he also could be damaged his reputation, status, or maybe he could be also killed by those people. So he decided to stay in the middle. So between those criminal group and between the badge of law. Let's just say this. And yeah, about those involvements in disappearing, which happened in those places. He acted not like a active predator, but more likely like a person who is standing close enough and who is just closing his eyes on what is happening, and help those criminals, those guys, to commit what they did. Just allow to happen those things. Perhaps he knew who exactly. Uh, Actually, no, not perhaps, but yes, he knew. He knew exactly who was doing this. He know those people in personal and faces by the names, but he just chose the silence. Yeah, because he considered that mm, that would be kind of right and more safety for him. Speaking about his death, the suicide, it wasn't act of some kind of a, how to say, not disappointment, but other words, like a desperate. Yeah, it was an act of desperate, and at the same time just try to get rid of the guilt, which already became for him so painful that he can't stand anymore, especially when the investigation took another twist, especially when FBI got involved by saying, okay, we're gonna investigate more closely. And so he began to feel that the case is closing to the truth, and he just didn't want to that everything what he stands for, that all this job what he did for those people to cover this, he just didn't want everything comes on light, because he realized, he understood that he will be either caught by FBI, or either he will be killed by those people whom he covered. So that's why he decided just choose this neutral position by taking his own life. So and also probably in the very last days before his death, his soul is already didn't saw the path, the solution, the because it was trapped. So he was like a mouse which is trapped in a very this powerful trap, and that's it. That is the end. Uh, the only the only way for him was is just to stop it all once and for all by taking his own life. So speaking about the energy of his soul right now, his spirit, uh, I have more feeling like his spirit is didn't completely found the peace. It's like is active but not in a good way. So it's sprinting like here and there, like from other side to one side, but he doesn't feel any rage, any mad, any like mad or rage. He's trying to say, I was wrong, I was very wrong, but I wasn't a monster. And I was so afraid that allowed to fear to control my mind, control my emotions, my body, my mind, and the truth is way more closer than you think. Search for those people who will stand behind me. That is his message of the soul, of his soul. That's the message. So yeah. So indirect involvement in Maura Murray's case and in those other disappearances. Maybe there was other cases not only on those Connecticut River, yeah. Maybe there was some other things, but I see his duality and that he was indirectly involved all those cases by covering the real murders, the real people. They are still at large. So yeah, FBI probably need to search for his connections. But these people, they remaining in the shadow, and they also have some reputation, some status, and some assets as well. Well, pretty much that's it about this case. If I forgot something to mention, or if you have any additional questions, just write in the comments. I read all the comments. I will answer you there. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of you guys. Stay safe, and see you very soon in the next investigation videos. Bye bye.